Hello out there everyone in the internet world. My name's Paul and I'm a musician. And welcome to my little house. Please come in. Please come into my house. And what I've got on offer is I've had this idea for a while. I'm a musician and I'll be honest with you, I want to make a little bit of money, but I also want to spread the gift of learning about music. It's something that I've acquired over the years, and that camera's very close to my face. Okay, so welcome to my little house, and I have a piano, and I have a beautiful digital keyboard. And, what I want to do is I want to take an hour out of your time to explain to you what's exactly going on with music.
An hour?
That was all it takes. All it takes is me an hour, and I'll give you some tools.
How about 10 minutes?
10 minutes. 10 minutes. In 10 minutes, in just 10 minutes, forget the hour. Other people take an hour. In 10 minutes, I'm going to explain to you everything about music that you need to know so that you can get on and work out. What's it mean? What's it mean when someone talks about the key of something and why are scales important? And
You're going to teach us how to play music?
I'm going to teach you how to play music.
All right, let's rock.
That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to teach you how to play music. Okay. Now, what we're going to do, we're going to sit down here at a piano because an instrument's an instrument, a scale's a scale. But a keyboard's nice because it's laid out like this and we can get to see a pattern occurring. We've got 3 blacks and 2 blacks, 3 blacks, 2 blacks, 3, 2, all the way through. What does this all mean? What does it mean? Okay, now first of all, the very first thing we're going to talk about is the letters of the alphabet. In music we have A, we have a B, we have a C, D, E, F, G, no H. Back to A. Now music is generally referenced from the note they call C. Now let's have a look where it exists on a keyboard. Wherever we see 2 blacks, to the left is a C. So over here is another C. So what would be the difference between this C and this C? Well, this C is lower in pitch. This is an octave lower. And here's another C, an octave lower. And here's another C, an octave lower. This C, which is in the middle of the keyboard, is called middle C. Not as much of a mystery as people think. When we talk about middle C, and we've all heard it before, it is that C note that exists roughly in the middle of the keyboard. Now, alphabetically, let's forget the blacks. C is beautiful because it's all the whites. We've got C. Next in the alphabet is D. And you guessed it, E. F. G. A. B. And a C again, which happens to be an octave higher now to my right than that C. Now, this is the octave. Octave means 8. Octopus. 8 things on an octopus. 8 tentacles on an octopus. They wiggle around, 8 tentacles, and we have, here we go. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, now what's happened though is, there are other notes here, but we don't play them in the key of C. But if this is a C, we talk about going to the right, going higher in pitch, as getting sharp, and we talk about to the left, as getting flat. So if that's a C, that's called C sharp, because it's sharper than C. But it could also be called D flat, because it's flatter than D. They are the same note. So fact number 1, C sharp is equal to D flattened. A sharpened C is equal to D flattened.
Hey, wait.
Yep.
But see where you've got here?
The C?
The C, the one down from C, is that C minor?
Now let's have a look at that. And that's a very, very valid question. So what we'll have a look is we will look at all the other notes that exist. We have a C. We will just talk in sharp for now. We have C sharp, and then a D. D sharp, E. Right next to E, notice there's an F. Notice there's no black in this gap here. It goes C, D, E, F, F sharp, G, G sharp, A sharp, B, and then C. So the key things to notice here, pardon the pun, the main things to notice here is that there is nothing between B and C, no black, and there's no black between E and F. Now this is the part that really confuses people. This is the part that confuses people, and it's unnecessary to be confused. So let's have a look what's going on here. Now, you may have heard people, music teachers, and they talk like it's an amazing mystery when they talk in terms of tones and semitones. Now, I'm going to say this. The smallest, looking at the keyboard, the smallest distance I can move, musical distance, is from here to here, or from here to here, or look, from here to here. One movement. Let's just call it a movement for now. A movement in pitch. A movement in pitch, one single movement in pitch is called a semitone. Now, semi means half. So
What?
Semitone. So look, from there to there, I would say this note is a semitone higher than this note. Okay? And I would say this note is a semitone higher than this note. Conversely, this note is a semitone lower than this note. Right? So from here to here, don't get confused. This is still a
I just
movement.
got very confused.
Well, this is where we're going to have to rehearse this video thing till it's not confusing. From there to there is a movement of a semitone. Semitone being the smallest movement we can make. Now, if I move two movements, two semitones equals a tone. So a tone higher than here would be 1, 2. So from there to there, that note, D, is a tone higher than that note. Okay, now, so this note here, a tone lower than this note, would be two semitones, boom, boom, to there. Now what do you guess would be a tone higher than this note? Now what students normally do is they go, oh, I think it's this one. Now remember I said it's all about movement. So a tone is a movement of two. A tone higher than here would be this one.
Because a tone is
two
two
semitones.
And each one of these
Movements,
things
yes, is a semitone
one
difference.
semitone.
Yes, yes,
separate from the other.
yes.
So semitone,
Yep.
semitone,
Yep,
tone.
yep, from there to there, tone. So a tone above this note would be, we look for two movements, boom, boom, will be there. Now, you might be wondering, what is he talking about? Why is this important? And I'm about to show you that in a nutshell. Now, let's go back to where I said, remember, to the left of every two...
What is he talking about? And why is this important?
Why this is important is I'm about to show you something that's so important that, you know, when people say to me something's really important and then they stop and they go, hey, this is really important, I go, yeah, whatever, I believe you. So what I'm going to do is, after I show you how important this is, I'm going to stop all this nonsense. I'm going to say, this is so important, I'm going to do a little dance. And my friend here is going to film me doing a little dance. It's the dance of importance. So what I'm going to do is, I'm going to do my ridiculous little important dance around my room here so that you go, oh shit, he really means that this is important because he's doing a stupid dance. Because it's so important. I'm about to give you, music is like a cake.
Music is not like
Music,
a cake.
this is the analogy I'm using. We're going to see music as like a cake, and we need a recipe to bake a good cake, and I'm about to give you the recipe to make any musical cake you want.
What? Musical cake?
Musical cake. Music is like a cake, and here it is. Now look, if
You're going to make a musical cake.
Mr. Cameraman,
And we can make any cake we want.
we can make any cake we want. Please
So
come-
you're going to tell us how to make any musical cake we
any
want.
musical cake you want.
All right.
Okay, now looking at the keyboard here, let's go back to what I said. To the left of the two blacks is the C, and let's go through the scale of C. C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. There it is, the key of C. Now look, what makes up the recipe that lets me make this? Let's have a look at it. From here to here is a tone. We call that a tone because it's two semitones. So let's go through it. We play the note first, and then we go, oh. So it's tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 semitone. Let's do it again. So we start with the note, and we apply the baking recipe of tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 semitone. There it is. There's the baking recipe. Now,
That's for C though, isn't it?
that's for everything. Well, we start somewhere else, but before we go on to show you how it applies to everything else, we've got to do the dance of importance. Because it's really important. It's really important. I know it's silly and I feel a bit juvenile, but I'll do my little dance. This is important. It's all about that. It's nothing else. Nothing else is it about. It is all about this. That is it. In a nutshell, there it is. That is the most one important thing that I know this is silly, but I have to do this because it's not good enough to just say this is important. There it is. So it's tone, tone, semitone. Tone, 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 semitone. Tone, tone, semitone. Tone, 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 semitone. We'll do it one more time. So we play the note and then we apply the recipe. Tone, tone, semitone. Tone, 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 semitone. Tone, tone, semitone. Tone, 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 semitone. So, noting that, play the note, and then the recipe is tone, tone, semitone. Tone, 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 semitone.
What?
Tone, tone, semitone. Tone, 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 semitone.
One more time?
Tone, tone, semitone.
Oh, yeah.
Tone, 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 semitone. Tone, tone, semitone. Tone, 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 semitone. Tone, tone, semitone. Tone, 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 semitone. Right, now, that's the most important thing you're ever going to hear with music. It's so important that it's negligent that teachers don't do the dance of importance when they show it to you. Now let's apply it to another key.
Plus they can't do it as well as you do.
Okay, so what we're going to do now, we did it for C. We played the note of C and we applied the recipe. Tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 semitone. So as a scale, it's... Now, if we start on a new note, let's just pick one at random. Let's pick E. So we know that's C, so that's D. There's E. Start on the note, play the note, and apply the recipe. So it would be play the note and go tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 semitone. Play the note, tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 semitone. So now we play it as a scale. Noting that it sounds like C, but it's all just been pitch shifted. Listen to the C1. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. In E. Do, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do. Now if we, in A, if we touch the note A, to find the scale of A, we apply the recipe. We do the note and then we go tone, tone, semitone, tone, 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 semitone. So here's the scale or the key of A. Black ones.
So, basically you've gone up one, every time you go a tone, so you can start here.
Start there.
You go up tone, which is two movements. Two movements. So you go
note,
tone, then another tone, then a semitone.
Semitone.
Then a tone, then a tone, then a tone, then a semitone.
Beautiful. And there is the key of G. B. So it goes G, A, B, C, D, E, F sharp, G. Which brings me to another point. The reason they call it a key is because, here's a funny one. It's the key. It's the actual key. It unlocks. It unlocks the secret to music. It unlocks the secret to music. So when we're playing to a song, when we play to a song, when we're listening to a song that's in the key of G, and there's a female singer say, every single musical instrument that's playing any musical note, they are all coming from that key. They are all notes. I've got an itch in my throat.
You better have a drink of water.
I need a drink of water. I'm good.
Let's have a rest.
Let's have a rest.